Hey! You're married! You're married! Get him off! That's dirt, nigga! That's dirt! Hey!
But you can't be composed when a man's talking to you like that. Like, you know, I mean, me and you, who couldn't fight our way out of a wet paper bag, shouldn't allow another man to talk to us like that.
Ridiculous, and you see these scuffles and all this nonsense at press conferences, and that is where it goes wrong.
Shakur Stevenson goes after Teofimo Lopez following the press conference, and the trigger is deeply personal. Lopez allegedly crossed the line by making remarks about Stevenson's mother, something no fighter takes lightly. The reaction on Shakur's face wasn't for cameras, it was genuine, emotional, and intense. This wasn't trash talk or promotion. It was anger boiling over, turning a routine press event into one of the most chaotic boxing moments fans have seen in years.
Hey! That's my mother! Where my mother at? No! Somebody touch my mother!
Core, come here.
No! No! Don't touch me!
Hey, find his mom. Find his mom. Find his mother now. Is she okay?
Hearn didn't sugarcoat anything. He made it clear why the situation escalated so fast. Teofimo disrespected Shakur's mother, and the response was immediate. Hearn's comments captured the tension perfectly. This wasn't manufactured drama. It was raw emotion sitting just beneath the surface, ready to erupt. Shakur's reaction wasn't surprising. It was unavoidable, and the boxing world hasn't stopped talking about the fallout.
Pushes your buttons, when someone shoves you like that, when someone starts talking about your mum, no man, like, look, I'm a complete pussy, right? If you start talking about my mum and all this other stuff, I'm going to have a pop at you. I can't fight, but I don't care. I'll have a right go. And you're talking about the world heavyweight champion. If you start talking to him like that, if you shove him like that, he's going to react.
Frank Warren cut through the noise with blunt realism. This isn't the street, it's boxing, and conflict is meant to be settled in the ring. While the pre-fight drama grabs attention, Warren stressed that it's supposed to remain controlled and professional, not descend into chaos. Even so, the intensity is undeniable, and fans are already imagining how this hostility will explode once the bell finally rings.
Well, this is not a gang fight, you know. The only two will be fighting are the boxers, and save it for the night. They don't get paid. They don't get paid to fight before the fight.
Fighter takeaway highlights the raw nature of combat sports. This wasn't simple showmanship, it felt like a warning shot before battle. Fighters clashing before the fight heightens adrenaline, energizes fans, and creates instant headlines. Even as rules are tested, the drama fuels anticipation, proving that in boxing, emotion and aggression are inseparable from what happens between the ropes.
On stage, their face-off? Of course not. Yes, it's over the line. You shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game, in the combat.
Dave Caldwell noted the exact moment everything changed when things got physical. A press conference instantly transformed into full-blown drama. At that point, it stopped being performance and became about respect. Tension collided. In real time, social media lit up. Fans debated nonstop, and analysts weighed the consequences. That single moment amplified the rivalry, guaranteeing a fight charged with personal intensity.
Everything that, because that's a little bit naughty. Because I know it's all, you know, fun and games at press conferences, but when you lay your hands on another man's face, whether there's an egg in it or not, you've laid your hands on his face, and that takes it to...
Johnny Nelson didn't hold back at all. He called the behavior reckless, foolish, and unprofessional. Pulling stunts on fight week, he said, belongs to amateurs, not elite boxing. Now officials are scrambling to manage the situation, while many fans shake their heads. Stevenson's aggression humiliated Lopez publicly and turned a standard press conference into a viral
this morning, man, to make the way how he's done it, you know, on the morning of a fight, it's just wrong. It's dangerous, and the board are now in a situation where they think shit.
Simon Jordan reminded everyone that boxing has always thrived on chaos, but even by those standards, this was extreme. Face-to-face confrontations like this instantly raise the temperature, forcing fans to question where discipline ends and entertainment begins. It's messy, uncomfortable, and compelling all at once. leaving people wondering how far Stevenson and Lopez will push limits before fight night.
Just an egg on his face. I mean, how many times have we seen boxers do things that they shouldn't do? You know, we saw Derek Chisora spit on Vitaly Klitschko.
We didn't need that.
I'm not offended by it.
Duke McKenzie offered a completely different perspective, calling it a masterstroke. In modern boxing, attention matters as much as technique, and anything that dominates headlines has value. From his view, Stevenson's move wasn't. Reckless, it was calculated disorder. This wasn't a boxing lesson, it was theater, psychology, and raw drama combined. Fans dissect every shove, pundits analyze every second, and anticipation skyrockets. As McKenzie puts it, today it's not just punches that sell its...
I thought it was a stroke of genius, personally. I don't see there's any harm in it. You know, this is the entertainment business that we live in now, and if you're not going to be entertaining...
Teofimo Lopez added fuel to the fire with bold statements that framed the fight as a mental battle as much as a physical one. His words blended confidence with provocation, presenting himself as the mastermind controlling the narrative. This wasn't empty bravado, it was psychological pressure, designed to unsettle Stevenson and energize the crowd. Now fans and analysts aren't just debating skill, but mind games and intent.
That's what I'm trying to attest to right here, man. So, honestly, nevertheless, man, I see it as, look, when they presented the fight with Devin and all that, a lot of things had came in my way, but it all happened in perfect alignment. Devin didn't have no motion. As I was saying earlier, Shakur has motion. He did his thing. He looked outstanding against William Cepeda at the Louis Armstrong Stadium. And this is what you guys need. This is what boxing needs. This is why we're here. We're here to take over.
Shakur Stevenson responded with unshakable confidence. He presented himself as a level above Lopez, projecting dominance before the first punch is thrown. His words weren't just hype, they were a warning. Analysts dissected the bravado, fans leaned in closer, and the press conference became a clear prelude to a major fight. By declaring his elite status publicly, Stevenson raised the psychological stakes and forced Lopez to respond under pressure.
To beat him and shut him up, bro. Teo not on this level. Teo is a high-level fighter, but he's not on my level. I'm an elite-level fighter, and come January 31st, I'm gonna show it.
Paul Smith offered a lighter take on the chaos, seeing humor and theater where others saw controversy. His reaction highlighted the cinematic side of modern boxing, where unpredictability and personality drive attention. Clips spread rapidly online, debates intensified, and reputations were shaped outside the ring. Moments like this linger, build narratives, and remind everyone that boxing isn't only about punches. It's about presence, drama, and scenes that stay with fans long after the night is over.
We expect that from Chisora. I'm not going to lie, when it happens, I laughed my head off. I absolutely laughed my head off. I did too. I thought it was quite poetic. I thought what happened was